Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the Huda mini pastels, the lilac rose and the mint pastel color. But before I give you my thoughts on this palette, I would like to let you listen to what Huda has to say.
First of all, we were very inspired by Pastel.
Here we go.
Which is why we decided to do this reflective. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to try to cover the flash really quickly. Oop. You can see how it's got reflective. It's so cool. And here we got it right here for you guys. I was crushing on mint last year. I don't know if you guys know this. I was crushing on it so hard. So we decided to do a whole entire pastel movement for spring because it's perfect timing. Let me show you the shades. Ooh, so beautiful. We have a few different formulas here. We got our beautiful mattes right here. And we got this brown, which has made it so wearable. It's like amazing, actually. I'm wearing this palette right now and I'm obsessed with it. And then we got this like beautiful shimmer, classic shimmer. Then we got these glittery shimmers, which are really, really glittery. I don't know if you guys can see how glittery they are. And then we got these tie-dye, which is a technology that we've worked on. They are stunning. I'll swatch one for you right now just to show you how it works. It is just so beautiful. They're just so gorgeous. And then we got beautiful rose here. This one was leaked, so you guys might have seen this already, but this is how it actually looks. It's beautiful. We got, again, some browns in there and some really pretty champagne colors, and then we got tie-dye here too. I'm not gonna lie, guys, my favorite are mint and lilac. I love orange and purple together. I think they're just really beautiful. So this palette has everything you need. It has like these like kind of orangey browns and then different shades of purple. I love these palettes. So we got the rose here, we got the lilac, and then we got the mint. And then we also have these beautiful brushes, which are exclusive on our shop. And you get the most beautiful backpack. It all comes together in this beautiful backpack, which we'll show you guys. But these brushes have been made also perfect.
Okay, so back to my commentary now. I'm going to tell you guys it's not a must-have, unlike what Huda is telling everyone. I feel like Jeffree Star might be right in the fact that it's very much similar to the ColourPop mint release. And what's up with all these like tie-dye shades and shades that are supposed to look like multiple shades in one pan? I mean, look, I get that it's pretty to own like all the colors of the universe, but as far as functionality, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, and I think these tie-dye shades are just not really going to add a whole lot of value, because when she swatches them, they do end up coming up as the lighter color that's inside those pans. So it just really, it's kind of confusing, because if you're doing a look and you have to make sure that you use it all evenly and you rub it all the way around. Another problem I have with these palettes is that I don't see like a true deeper shade in there to like deepen up it like outer corner with. Like the best you can do in this palette is have that like little brown to work with, but most of the colors are pretty much very light, so you can't really like create a whole lot of depth with these palettes, and you're really just working with like a few pink or purples, which you could already pull out of her rose palette or nude palette or any of those previous launches that had like a bunch of like deeper shades in there. But if you're using these by themselves, it's just like good for like a monotone look or like a monotone like pastel, and I feel like for me at least, I won't get like a full use out of like one palette if I were to just take it by itself for travel. And the brushes are just like copies of what she previously released 6 months ago. So to be honest with you, for now, nothing inspires me about this. I don't think it looks super flattering or youthful, or do you really think that it looks better? I don't know. So if I did buy it, I also wouldn't be able to return it, as I explained in my previous video. I only had 3 returns this entire year, and they were each under $50. And it's funny because this also happens a lot to customers at Best Buy. They've complained that when they've tried to return more than one item in a calendar year, the system flagged them because either the dollar amount was too high, or who knows really what the policy is. I mean, It's not something that's disclosed. Best Buy's retail equation might be very much different from Sephora's. And from reading on the blogs and even the beauty community, there's been a lot of complaints that since 2018, there's been a number of people that were VIB rouges like myself, that out of nowhere, they couldn't return a product for no reason explained. The managers can't override it, and basically you have to wait a year. So this is really concerning because they're always encouraging us to try testers, and testers can be very dirty, and a lot of people can get infections from it. And especially now with the coronavirus outbreak, I highly discourage anyone from touching those testers, because you're putting something directly either on your eye or your skin, and it's just filth. So this is an example of some testers at my local Sephora. They just look absolutely filthy, and it looks like people have dug their nails into them. Not that that's the major issue. The issue is that who knows what kind of like bacteria, viruses may be living in there. Viruses can live on surfaces for 7 days. Now, this is Ulta comparing to Sephora. Look how clean their products are. And it's really just such a shame for a company that, is apparently going to open up about 150 or more stores this year, and they've just announced they have made so much money. It's a shame that they're using these practices to make that kind of money by telling people, no, sorry, you know what, you've made 3 returns this year that are under $50, but we don't know why don't you go call TRE? And TRE will tell you that it's not a number that they've come up with. It's a number that Sephora has told them to flag customers for a certain number. The number is not revealed to me or anyone else. Now, in the case of the guy who had a broken laptop, he said that he just wrote to the TRE, waited for another 4 weeks, had them explain the situation, provided all of his receipts, went through a lot of hoops basically just to get his money back. And you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to, take it as a hit. Whatever I bought, 2 extra palettes that are non-functional. One was supposed to be for a giveaway anyway, so I'm just not going to bother with them anymore. I'm not going to buy from them. And just like a lot of customers that are banning this practice, just buying directly from manufacturers. And I do end up keeping 95% of my products, but at least I know if something is damaged or broken, then I don't have to worry and stress about whether I'm just going to have to be eating the cost for it because they decided to change their policy. And on that note of changing their policy, if you guys look at their receipts from last year compared to this year, they went from having the description of the return policy from 60 days to 30 days. And now there's nothing at the back of the receipt. It's basically a blank behind the receipt. And so many customers have been angry at how quickly Sephora has been changing their policy. They used to have an unlimited policy, and now they are just 30 days, and they can ban you at any time for whatever reason. And so I'm not saying this was all their fault. It looks like some customers were angry and decided to retaliate and return thousands and thousands of dollars, as you can see from this website. Unfortunately, now they have just taken it to another extreme where they are just banning people out of the blue for returns for whatever reason without providing a number or even warning customers ahead of time. Even if that's not an issue, you have some other people that are also commenting on how they've gone to Sephora, tried to do a return, and experienced some moodiness and some bad attitudes from the customer service people in general, trying to discourage people from doing returns overall. So I just feel not really good about this. I feel like the reward system is bad. Everything about them is just going downhill, and I would really try and avoid shopping from them as much as possible, especially this year with the virus outbreak and all those other issues that we've been Another crazy thing that happened to me is that, for example, they'll forget to email me a receipt and say, oh, no worries, let me just return that and rebuy it, and then make sure you get your printed email receipt. Don't agree to that, because that also counts as a return against you when they rebuy and repurchase so exposed to. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Are you guys still going to be shopping with them, knowing that out of the blue you could, you know, be banned from doing a return for like 60 days or a year? Or are you still going to continue shopping with them? Will you still be trying out their samples and, you know, just relying on what's in the store to be the best description of the product? Or are you just going to, and you know, taking that risk if you get a few broken palettes? What are you going to do? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Thank you.